everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with some breaking NFL news that came out 1 minute ago. The Denver Broncos have just traded for quarterback Joe Flacco from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, you take a look at, well, first and foremost, I don't know what the Ravens got back in return because the trade isn't official until, I believe, March 13th. But when you look at the Broncos roster, when you look at the coaching staff, the overall team as a whole, this move, it tells me obviously that the Broncos are going to be competing this season, that they're not interested in a rebuild, and I feel like it also kind of takes the Broncos out of the quarterback market in the draft, right? Does John Elway really want to spend the 10th overall pick on a quarterback when you already paid Case Keenum, he's on a 3-year deal, and you're giving away assets for Joe Flacco? I doubt it. So now all of a sudden, if you're a team like Washington, Miami, Cincinnati that could be thinking QB that's behind the Denver Broncos, all of a sudden you're really pumped up if you're a fan of the Bengals, Dolphins, and Redskins, what have you. But as far as this move goes, I'm not the biggest Flacco guy, okay, and I love Keenum, right? I love his personality. I love his, he's just a true underdog, right? I love rooting for him, but we have to be real for a second. Is Case Keenum the franchise quarterback? Can you envision Keenum hoisting Lombardi for the next 5 to 8 years consistently? The answer is no. So they went out, they got Flacco. Maybe a change of scenery will help Joe Flacco out, but Flacco to me is always reminding me of Jay Cutler, right? A guy with a big arm who's not really that mobile, who doesn't really have the best attitude. He's not really the best teammate. So you're bringing him into Denver, and yes, they have a ton of leaders over there in Denver, a ton of them. So maybe that'll kickstart him. Maybe that'll energize him to really practice hard and really kind of get in a gear. But overall, and of course, I do have to see the compensation to kind of give a fair grade on this trade. But right now, the Broncos are getting Flacco. I understand it from the Broncos aspect. I don't love it. I'm not even going to go as far as to say I like it because, I mean, you take a look at the division. Chargers, they're a great team. Raiders are kind of on the come up, and then the Chiefs are obviously a great team as well. You have to keep up with those teams. Overall, not the biggest fan of it from the Denver Broncos standpoint. I really wish the Broncos would just say, screw it, let's just rebuild. Let's just do a full rebuild here and really just build the foundation from the ground up, as opposed to like trying to band-aid everything. So Broncos, they're going to get Flacco. Baltimore, I don't know what you guys are going to get in return, but it's a full go on Lamar Jackson, so I'm pumped up for that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the trade down below in the comment section. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Go Jets.